Dear friends, good morning on Thursday the 23rd of July. This is the last of my regular daily updates for a while. During the rest of July and August, I'm going to be taking a break, and one of the church staff members or one of our lay readers will be publishing an update on a Wednesday and a Friday focus on Friday. Then from September, I will return, but to a new pattern of a Wednesday update and a Friday focus. This is because I expect to be much busier by then working out how the church is going to return from lockdown to meeting physically again. And I don't think I'm going to have time to produce a regular daily update as I have been since lockdown. Now, it's far too soon to be able to say what God has been doing during this time of lockdown, but I'm sure that he is working out his purposes. And I'm also convinced that we're never going to be doing church in the old way again. And that's a good thing. Claire, Simon and I were on an excellent webinar on Tuesday, which was helping us to think about how the church can emerge from lockdown. Bob Jackson, the church growth expert, gave us 3 headings to think about how to plan for the future. And you can find his booklet, Welcome to the Future, on the link on the email. So here are the 3 headings. First, wider doors. For years, we have prayed that the church will be released from the confines of our church buildings. And now our prayers have been answered. We've been forced out by lockdown. Because of the amazing technology that we now have, church is happening in our homes rather than in church buildings. And the gospel is reaching many, many more people than before. We must keep our doors open and not just retreat into our church buildings. Secondly, deeper wells. People who have joined churches for the first time online or who've returned after a time away are asking deep questions. Why is God allowing the pandemic? What has the church got to say to a hurting world? How do we cope with death and bereavement? How is the church going to respond to the economic crisis? We need to be prepared to answer these questions. So we must provide worship that really engages with people's questions and speaks to their heartaches. Thirdly, wiser programs. We must resist the temptation simply to replicate the past. We must make sure that the church which emerges from lockdown is suited to the future. There are some ministries and programs that have stopped and they shouldn't be restarted. There are some new ways of doing ministry that we've learnt during lockdown that we need to continue, such as our online presence and brilliant pastoral care network. We must be a church that is fit for the future. But in all of this, there is one thing that doesn't change. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus doesn't change, and nor does the gospel. But the way that we present him to our world must change and must adapt to the culture that we find ourselves in. Let's pray that he gives us the strength to do that. God bless you.